Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to explain graphical method in linear programming problem, minimization case with mixed constraint. Please check my previous video for maximization problem. Now let us move on to the problem. Solve the following LPP using graphical method. Minimize z is equal to 20x1 plus 10x2 subject to the constraints x1 plus 2x2 less than or equal to 40, 3x1 plus x2 greater than or equal to 30, 4x1 plus 3x2 greater than or equal to 60 and the non-negativity constraints x1, x2 greater than or equal to 0. Now let us move on to the solution. First step is write the standard form. We have to write the inequality constraints into equal form. Let me write x1 plus 2x2 is equal to 40. We take this as number 1. 3x1 plus x2 is equal to 30. You take this as number 2. Then 4x1 plus 3x2 is equal to 60. You take this as number 3. First step is convert the inequality constraints into equal form. Second step, we have to find the coordinates of the given conditions. So let me write the first equation. x1 plus 2x2 is equal to 40. Put x1 is equal to 0. Then your equation becomes 0 plus 2x2 is equal to 40. That is 2x2 is equal to 40. That is x2 is equal to 20. So the coordinate is 0, 20. In the same equation, you put x2 is equal to 0. Then x1 plus 2 into 0 is equal to 40. This implies that x1 is equal to 40. So the coordinate are 40, 0. For the first condition, the coordinates are 0, 20 and 40, 0. Now I take the second condition. The second condition is 3x1 plus x2 is equal to 30. Put x1 is equal to 0. You will get 3 into 0 plus x2 is equal to 30. That is x2 is equal to 30. So the first coordinate is 0, 30. Now in the same equation you put x2 is equal to 0. So you will get 3x1 plus 0 is equal to 30. That is 3x1 is equal to 30. x1 is equal to 10. So the coordinate is 10, 0. For the second condition, the coordinates are 0, 30 and 10, 0. Now for the third condition, 4x1 plus 3x2 is equal to 60. x1 is equal to 0. You will get 4 into 0 plus 3x2 is equal to 60. That is 3x2 is equal to 60. This implies that x2 is equal to 20. So the coordinate is 0, 20. Now in the same equation, put x2 is equal to 0. That is 4 into x1 plus 3 into 0 is equal to 60. 4x1 is equal to 60 implies that x1 is equal to 15. So the coordinate is 15, 0. For the third condition, the coordinates are 0, 20 and 15, 0. Step 3 is find the feasible region. For that, first you have to mark all the coordinates. For the first condition, the first coordinate is 0, 20. 0, 20 is some point here. You have to mark here 0, 20. The second coordinate is 40, 0. This is some point here. Connect these 2 points by a straight line. Now for the second condition, the coordinate is 0, 30, that is 0, 30. Another point is 10, 0, that is 10, 0. Now connect these 2 points by a straight line. The third condition is 0, 20 and 15, 0. This is some point here, 15, 0. Connect these 2 points by a straight line. For finding the feasible region, first you draw x1 axis and x2 axis and mark all the points. Then plot the coordinates. Once you plot the coordinates, you have to connect those coordinates by a straight line. Now we have to shade the region. This is first constraint and this is second constraint and this is third constraint. This is the first condition. So the inequality is less than or equal to type. So you have to shade inside the region. You have to shade inside the region like this. We have to shade below the region with any colors or any designs. This is my second line. For the second condition, the inequality is greater than or equal to. If it is greater than means you have to shade above the line. I use some other color. So this is my second line. I use different color. I'm shading above the line. Shade above this line. Okay. Now first constraint, shade below the line. Second constraint, shade above the line. Now the third condition is greater than or equal to case. So you have to shade above the line. This is my third line. I'm going to shade above this line. Okay. Now first condition, shade below the line. Second and third condition, shade above the line. Now you have to check which region contains all the 3 colors. So without doubt we can say that this is the feasible region since it contains all the 3 colors. Okay. So as I insist earlier, feasible region is the common region that cover all the conditions. So once you identify the feasible region, you have to give the names for that particular region. This is A and this is B and this is C and this is D. For A, the coordinate is 15, 0. For B, the coordinate is, you see the line in x1 axis, it touches this line. This is some 6. And for x2 axis, this is touches this line. So your point is 6, 12. This you taken from the graph. Okay. Since this is the point of intersection of these 2 lines, either you take it from the graph or else you have to solve these 2 equations. You will get x1 and x2 values for the corner B. Now we have to write the value for C. C also you take it from the graph. For x1 axis it is before 5. For x2 axis this is some point here at 18. Okay. So your point is 4, 18. Now for D, the point is 40, 0. So you have to write A, B, C, D is the feasible region. is the feasible region. I darken the feasible region so that you can easily identify the feasible region. Okay, so after shading you have to darken the corners, so then you can easily identify the feasible region. Once we identify the feasible region, we have to mark the corners. After marking the corners, you have to write the coordinates for that particular corners. Fourth step, we have to find the optimum value of Z. So first I write the feasible region A, B, C, D. For A, the pointers 15, 0. These values are taken from the graph. Okay. For B, the value was 6, 12. For C, the value was 4, 18. For D, the value was 40, 0. Okay. Now we substitute all the values in the given value of Z. If we substitute A value, that is Z is equal to 20 into 15 plus 10 into 0. So the value is 15 into 20 is 300. Now we move to the second corner. For B corner, the coordinate is 6, 12. I'm substituting here 20 into 6 plus 10 into 12. Z is equal to 20 into 6 plus 10 into 12. So the value is 240. The next one, Z is equal to 20 into 4 plus 10 into 18. If you multiply and add, you will get 260. Now the last point, Z is equal to 20 into 40 plus 10 into 0. So the value is 800. For the feasible region, we find the values for Z. Now we have to go for optimum value. Okay, here the given problem is minimization problem. If the objective function is minimum, means we have to select the minimum value of Z. So here the minimum value is 240. So the corresponding value decides the optimal solution. So your minimum value is 240. Your optimal solutions are 6 and 12. Let me write. Minimize Z is equal to 240. So the optimal solutions are optimal or optimum. Optimum solutions are x1 is equal to 6 and x2 is equal to 12. If you like this video, please share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.